Hey Aqua, welcome back. Thanks for tuning into my channel, and it will be a 6-card spread channeling the energies that are around you in love, and we'll see what cards come up around you and your situation during this time. I will have an extended version to this reading as well, and the extended version is going to explore your special person, so the one who loves you, how they're feeling, what they're thinking, and how they're perceiving things on their end. So if you're interested in the extended, it is available below. I do want to thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It really does mean a lot. And hopefully there's something here that can help you. Aqua, let's have a look. Okay, you've come up as your sign here, Aqua, which I always feel like is very special. So you possibly could have an Aquarius or an Aries coming up, or your special person, the one who loves you, could be under one of these signs. Now, in terms of what's happening around you, Aquarius, there's a lot of healing that needs to happen, I think. Healing and new beginnings, or openness where you were previously closed off. Things have been getting too complicated, too serious, too complex, or too heavy. And there's something that you need to let go of or heal from. Something that you've been holding on to, or you've been really trying to push for, Aqua, may not be happening as much as you wish it to or want it to right now. That doesn't mean you should give up, but it does mean that a lot of you have put in a lot of effort into a connection here. And there's a heaviness that you're carrying, and it's time for you to let that go. This is you as the water bearer. You can see that she's pouring this water out, releasing all of those tensions. So there's something here that needs to happen for tension release, okay? Or it's going to help you release some sort of tension in the connection here. What you've been holding on to now, it's almost like you might be questioning yourself, is it all worth it? I see the Seven of Pentacles, often a card of deep contemplation. So you're really contemplating the big things, Aqua. Is it all worth it? Or has it all been worth it? You might even be questioning why you keep doing something for your special person, because you may feel you're not getting much in return. Okay, because there's no one here to help the Ten of Wands. So it could be a major decision that you need to make, or some things that you really need to think through, Aqua, but it's going to be up to you. So it's going to be your decision. But it's something about healing or letting go. You're like pouring out the vessel, but you've worked so hard to fill, Aqua. You've worked very hard to fill and make something of this, and you might be letting that go. Maybe there's something you feel is better off out there for you. I don't know. Maybe you feel like this person is destiny right now, so you are prepared to let go of some things you've worked hard for. But maybe it needs to happen, Aqua, because maybe there's a new start. The sun, the child is here. I've got the sun and the stars, but the sun is divine masculine, and this is about being very rational in a situation, not thinking so much, not feeling so much, but more being logical about it. Like, is this appropriate? Is this going to get me the results I want? So, and the sun can be new beginnings. It can be planting new seeds. But again, the sun is the self, Aqua. So I think it's come to a time where you need to be selfish here and decide for yourself if whatever this is truly making you happy. Or it's almost like you may be deciding for both and your special person about what happens going forward in this situation. Aries energy can sometimes be met with complications, opposition. So you might be disagreeing, okay, with some sort of something that's happening with someone. Like, you disagree about the way you see things. You're not seeing eye to eye. There could be maybe not disagreeing, but opposition. It's opposite. Something is opposite right now, or maybe feels that way, and it's potentially happening very quickly because you've got the Knight of Wands. Or you might be very quick to restart things again somehow. So the hard work, the pouring of the vessel, the questioning what you're doing this all for, questioning the worth. And then if you do let go, there could be something that's bothering you. But maybe instead of telling this person, you're going to decide to let it go, sort of let it go straight over your head here and just be the child, because the child lives in the present. The child lives in the moment. The child isn't plagued with anxieties and thoughts and disconcerting things. So I don't know if this is a message here that you will take on a more childlike approach. It can be immaturity. Okay, the child can represent an immature way of doing things, perhaps. So maybe this immaturity is coming from your side. Knight of Wands is impulsive. He's quite an excited energy, Aqua. So maybe you're excited to either let things go or excited to just be in the moment. Or it's that when you're in the moment with this special person, you seem to forget about or disregard the other things that worry you, that plague you. And maybe it's just an effect they have. You know, the stars are dazzling. So maybe this person just have this charming, dazzling effect that makes you forget about the bad stuff. Makes you forget about the things that maybe, you know, aren't so good. And absolutely enjoy that, revel in that moment. But it's important to acknowledge that when the time comes. And perhaps maybe the time isn't right now. Maybe you're still in some sort of early stages, or you've decided to take it slow, take it steady, take it one day at a time. And if that's the pacing you're going by, then great, so be it, but own it. Have accountability for that. But there could be healing and forgiveness. You might be wanting to forgive someone, or you might be expecting them to forgive you, okay, because it can be healing. We look to the stars for answers. So you're looking for you're wanting an answer for something, Aqua. You might be waiting for an answer, and yes, you might not necessarily get it, but that doesn't mean that you're still wondering what if, or you need a solid answer. You're trying to piece things out, and I think that's the only way for you to get there. By piecing things together, by mapping things out. The star can also be fame and sharing things. So you might be ready to share something really big, okay? Share something this person doesn't yet know about you. And maybe you've been wondering when the right time is, or maybe you really want to be exclusive. You know, the star card is public knowledge. It's having people aware of your situation. So maybe there's exposure. You might also be exposed for something here, Aqua. Exposed for something you've done or you will do, whether it's a good thing or bad thing. However it fares in this relationship, it could be coming up around you during this time. You do have the sun and the stars, so I do feel like that is quite special. I mean, could even be a bit of fantasy here, fantasies and thoughts, because that can be fantasy and thought here. Aqua, you might be finding yourself fantasizing about a dream scenario. Maybe you might even be surprised. You might be fantasizing about things that maybe you don't normally do so. And then suddenly it's like, wow, okay, I'm thinking about this and I keep going towards this and I'm drawn to this, and maybe there's a reason why. Maybe you have to dig a little bit deeper, Aqua, to see what that means to you. Write it out. Think about it, write a script about it, visualize, do what you have to do, and see. Once you know the feelings, you'll know what's right, and you know what you truly want and what makes you happy and excited. So, beautiful reading though, Aqua. Thank you for tuning in. I will continue now with the extended version. The link is below. Again, for private readings, you will find my email, list of prices and services below in the Show More section.